I guess I just feel like my mission in life is to warn as many people as I can, especially as many young people. I wish I would have had somebody back then to tell me what eating disorders can do to you. Hi Shanny Fannies, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder.
Hi Shanny.
Hi. So we're on our way right now to the conference thing. I woke up late. I was gonna curl my hair and everything, but I decided sleep was more important for this, so
Good call.
I slept a little bit more instead. And I'm feeling hideous today, but I'm trying to remember what this is really about today. I'm so nervous. I can't think. And this GPS lady is driving me insane. She tells us like every 2 feet what to do. In 5 feet, keep going. In 6 feet, keep going. In 7 feet, slow down. Shut up. We're almost there now. I'm hoping to make the prayer. Ashley likes to do a prayer with the ladies that are on the panel. So
in 900 feet, turn right onto West 200 North.
So I'm hoping to make it to the prayer. I think I will. And then I asked Ashley what I can film in there. There's a lot that I can't film apparently.
Turn right onto West 200 North.
But there's a lot that I can. Like I can film me, like my part where I speak. I can film when Ashley speaks. I can film probably when the other girls speak if I ask.
The destination is on your left. 261 North University Avenue.
And then I'll just and so I don't know what you're gonna see. I'm gonna take footage. I'm gonna have Danny take footage of all of it, and then I'll find out what I'm allowed to show you. So whatever you're gonna see is what you're seeing, duh, obviously. Okay, all right, I'm nervous. Okay, goodbye.
Hi, are we on live stream?
I made it, I found it. I was lost and then I found it.
So we're gonna come in and see these amazing people. This is welcome to beautiful Provo, Utah. People, who are we talking to? Is this a vlog?
Yeah, it's a vlog.
Okay, good.
I hope some of my family comes. I think we're gonna say the prayer with the ladies. It's the Freckled Fox, right? What is it on YouTube? Is it YouTube, the Freckled Fox too? You guys should go check her out. She's super cute. I've only watched a couple of your videos so far.
Well, you know, my videos aren't super great, I gotta say.
Yeah, they are. I think you're great.
You're
are you
sweet.
kidding?
You're sweet.
You're sweet.
Trying.
Yeah,
you know, that's all you can do.
It's
right?
hard. YouTube is hard.
YouTube is hard.
All right, so we just said the prayer with the ladies on the panel, and I'm already crying, so that's great. This is gonna be a good one. I can feel it. I'm really nervous and emotional, and everybody here is too. So let's do this. Here we go, down to the event. Are you ready?
Thanks. I am ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Shanny's the best. Guys, this is Shanny stepping out of her comfort zone. So
I know.
if she can do it, so can you.
If you can do it, I can do it. Yeah.
I'm a cosmetologist and a financial wealth strategist. I know, two weird combinations.
I want you to hopefully walk out those front doors or back doors, wherever you park, with a truth that you are enough, that you are worth it, that everything you do in this world can bring light to others, especially if you're doing what you were supposed to be doing when you came to this earth, with the truths that you were born with.
So I want to start out this little gift over here named Ashley Hess. She's gonna introduce herself because she has kind of a journey on how this all came to be, but she's gonna sing you my favorite song that she wrote.
Hello everybody. First of all, it's a pleasure to be here. Ashley, thank you for inviting me. Just to give you a little backstory on this song, my friend Alicia up here in the front, she introduced me to Ashley's story. She was just telling me about her friend and just this story that she had. So I got on Ashley's blog and I was reading it, and like within 5 minutes I was already in tears, and just reading her story about just something that I can't even fathom. Like I can't even imagine what that would be like, but hearing her strength and how she chose to, I'm getting emotional and I haven't even started singing yet. How she chose to overcome that and to use that terrible trial in her life for good to inspire all of you and to inspire me, just sitting in my room at my piano reading her story, just crying. So I decided to write a song about it, and I mean I can't relate to her at all in that way, but just kind of how she overcame her trial and how I overcome my trials are similar. I believe in God, and I believe in a Savior who can make up the difference for the things that I lack and for the hard things that happen in my life. And so this song is very close to my heart because it's, I don't know if any of you are musicians or have ever tried writing a song. Sometimes it just works out and it's great, and sometimes it takes like years to finish a song. But I sat down and this song came within like 30 to 45 minutes, and it was just like, I felt like an instrument that this song, it's not about me, but it just needs to be shared with other people. So I hope that this song touches you the same way that it touches me. This is called The Moment You Stand. Dark days of heartache and feeling alone, empty and lonely, but nobody knows. You try and hide the pain behind your eyes, but the tears tell your secrets. You try and stay strong and keep your faith, but all you feel is weakness. And you cry out, Father, I'm down on my knees. Tell me, why is thou forsaken me? When you've had enough and you feel you can't get up, you can. 'Cause there's one who knows your strength, and he will be your strength, and he'll take your hand the moment you stand. Everyone's asking you if you're okay. White lies and fake smiles to mask all the pain. But deep inside, the storm is raging on, and you're drowning in fear. Fear of yourself and fear of this place, and wondering how you got here. And you cry out, Father, I'm down on my knees. Tell me, why is thou forsaken me? When you've had enough and you feel you can't get up, you can. 'Cause there's one who knows your pain, and he will be your strength, and he'll take your hand the moment you stand. He wants to silence all your fears. He wants to wipe away your tears if you'll reach out and take his hand. When you take in all that you can take, he will wrap you in his warm embrace, and he'll say, when you have enough and you feel you can't get up, you can. Because I know your pain, and I will be your strength, and I'll take your hand the moment you stand.
And I watched her. Look the camera in the eye and tell one of our heroes, Michelle Evans, that she forgave the people that had brought that trauma into her life. It was a very profound moment. And so I can tell you from personal experience, from watching Ashley day to day, that she walks the walk. She doesn't just talk the talk. Ashley.
Today I want to warn you about German Shepherds. It's gonna sound crazy, but well, I'm gonna tell you the story first, so you know why I'm talking about German Shepherds. A couple days ago, I had a bunch of kids in my backyard, most of which didn't belong to me, ironically, except for my 2 boys, and they were jumping on tramps and playing. And the day before, it's funny that Emily was talking about that, but I said to my mom, you know what, things are going so good. I'm like ready for this conference. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna drive to Provo in a couple days. And okay, so I'm in my backyard. I have a friend over from my junior high days in Twin Falls, actually. And we're just playing and talking, and I have the fattest bulldog you've ever seen. It's just this big. She's had puppies 2 times before she came in with us, and she hasn't lost the weight, and we're okay with it. We love her. She's just lazy, like she's more like a piece of furniture. And so she loves to run our fence line. We don't have even a back fence. She's never left my yard. She literally is like the perfect dog. She likes to run our fence and tease these German Shepherds that live next door. And my kids are always like, Mom, 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 don't let her do that. And I was like, she's fine. Look how fat she is. This is good. She's exercising. There's a fence between them. Just let it be. For months, I've been saying this. So we're in the backyard, which I'm not usually in the backyard playing. I usually let the kids do their thing, and I cook and have a million things to do. And all of a sudden, these 2 German Shepherds are out running with my dog. And this is kind of a graphic story. And all of a sudden, both their mouths come through the fence at the same time and grab my dog. And my kids are right here. Me and Teague are the closest, and they start pulling her through the fence. And I can't stop it. And for like 5 minutes, I'm punching these dogs and screaming, and neighbors are coming out. My backyard, a safe place. And these German Shepherds are like, I thought the dog was dead. Luckily, she made it. I can show you pictures. It was just one of these horrific things that just happened, is what I've heard. But for me, it was just like, wait a second. Where am I safe? Because I hear these stories around the world of things that happen, and people hear my story and we think it's so far away. But in my backyard, German Shepherds tried to destroy a part of my family. So, what am I talking about German Shepherds? It's not just dogs. We've got German Shepherds everywhere. And if we walk that line too often, that fence should have been a barrier, right? It seemed safe. Our dog was on this side of the fence. They were on their side of the fence. But some fences are not going to protect you. Some fences, there's going to be flaws, and those German Shepherds are going to get in. If we don't build walls, not the bad kind of walls that keep people out, but if we don't build walls of strength in our lives, we're going to be hurt at some point. And so I really wanted to share that with you. I don't know why, I've just been thinking about it all day. I want you to think about some of the moments in your life where maybe a German Shepherd has come and tried to destroy something. And I'll tell you what, my little kids are a hot mess about it, but they're strong. And my dog is a hot mess and looks like he was eaten by a pack of wolves on one side, and the other side, she's totally normal, but she's okay. And she's gonna heal. And I bought that dog to be a therapy dog for my kids, and now I'm like, we gotta be her therapy people. So we're gonna take turns. Sometimes we're gonna be the ones that help somebody else, and sometimes we're gonna be the ones that need to ask for help. I'll tell you what some of my greatest fears are now. And I know I share them with some people in this room. When I walk into a building, my greatest fear is that someone will have a gun. And you know how it's held me back for years and years? I didn't really want to go places. And when I did, I was really apprehensive to let other people in. So that's how it's held me back, that I'm working on right now, to make sure that that fear doesn't stop me from living. Because fear doesn't stop the thing to happen.
I promise, I worried about those things a lot when I was younger. My husband dying or cheating on me. And it didn't stop it from happening. But fear itself has stopped me from living after it did happen. This person one time in one of my little points after my trial told me this quote by Louis Schmeens, and he said, "To forgive is to set a prisoner free and realize that the prisoner was you." To forgive is to set a prisoner free and realize that the prisoner was you.
His love never fails me. He leads my heart when my eyes can't see, and when my soul is lost, he carries me.
I think so. Sorry. When I get nervous, I get sweaty. So, I am here to kind of share a story about I lost my daughter, stillborn. So in 2011, I was diagnosed with Crohn's and was told I couldn't get pregnant until I was in remission. And then in 2013, I went into remission, and 2 months later, I was pregnant with my first baby. Pregnancy went pretty well until the end. Around 35 weeks, 33 weeks, I started experiencing extreme itchiness all over my body. And those of you who've been pregnant before, itchiness isn't too uncommon, but it was, pretty bad where I wanted to like itch my skin off. It was horrible, especially on my hands and feet, my legs, my face. So I talked to my doctor about it at about 35 weeks, and he thought I had something called cholestasis. My liver was malfunctioning during pregnancy. That was on a Thursday. On the next Monday, he told me I did in fact have cholestasis. And on Tuesday, I went in for a non-stress test. He didn't offer it to me or anything like that. I had to demand it. And he kind of made me feel like an idiot, like I was being too pushy. And she technically failed, no, she did fail the non-stress test. Went to the hospital and she failed another test. She got 50-50 out of this test, but I was sent home. And the next day she died. And I remember walking into the hospital, just thinking everything was gonna be fine. And then the doctor pointing on the ultrasound saying, "See this right here, this is her heart, it's not beating. What do you do?" Anyways, went through hell, but also went through some of the spiritual experiences of my life after that. Anyways, after that, 8 months later, I had a miscarriage, and I found out that I also had a condition called antiphospholipid syndrome, where my blood clots. So I was able to get some answers as to why I lost my baby, and since then I've been able to have a little boy. He's 2, and I'm pregnant with my next little boy, and I really wanted a girl, so it's kind of traumatizing again. We do what we do, can't choose. Anyways, I've just been able to share my journey and spread awareness about cholestasis and the symptoms of it, because I wish somebody had been there to tell me what my symptoms meant. So that's just where I'm at. I like to share, I like to talk, I like to connect with people, and that has helped me heal tremendously.
Hello, my name is Shanny. My name is Shanny. I am a survivor of childhood abuse. I was, what? You want me to stand up?
Yeah. Sorry. I met her last night, so I can totally do that.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was sexually abused. He was also very physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and all of the abuse that happened, and I make up words a lot. So, very abused by him, and I developed an eating disorder at 5 years old, and I've never known how to eat correctly. I've never had a good relationship with food. I spent my whole life, and I'm still going through it, trying to deal with my eating issues. And about 3 years ago, I had this feeling
from Heavenly Father, which is odd. I don't ever get feelings from the Spirit or Heavenly Father or anything, to start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, why? Okay, I'll do that. So I started a YouTube channel and I shared my story. I took everybody through my journey of losing all of my teeth. These are dentures. I lost them at 32 years old. I lost my health. I lost relationships. I lost the ability to have children. And I guess I just feel like my mission in life is to warn as many people as I can, especially as many young people. I wish I would have had somebody back then to tell me what eating disorders can do to you. And they're so misunderstood, and I want everybody in the world to understand that they're a disease and it's not something that you should be ashamed of. And so many people go through it, and it's often linked to mental problems, which is what I have as well, and sometimes it's circumstantial, which I also have as well. And by doing my YouTube channel, I've been able to reach so many people around the world, and they've shared their stories with me, and I get inspired and supported every second of every day. I get hundreds of thousands of emails and comments of support, and I know why now that I was supposed to do this, because I have so many young girls out there telling me that I did save their life, and I did inspire them to tell their parents or to tell a counselor or whatever it is for them. So that's kind of my journey in life. And at the end of all of my YouTube videos, I always say this, and I'll end with it, which is, you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too.
I get to stand up to, and can I just say Shanny has 65,000 followers on YouTube? So my name is Alicia Johnson, and I am a survivor of military homicide. And I guess I'm nervous, I'm getting ready to cry. But my story is one of, I created a new tagline, #unlikely courage. And I spent my life crippled in fear, and also feeling like I was a second-class person. I didn't think I was going to cry this in. Anyway, always thinking that I had to take care of everybody else first, and always being terrified, like Ashley was saying. I get on a train, I look for places where I can hide in case somebody comes on with a gun. I go to a movie theater, I watch people who get up to go to the bathroom. It's PTSD. I was just diagnosed with PTSD when I was in my 30s, and I've had it ever since I was a little kid. Ironically, my brother, who was 8 months old, was diagnosed with it. He was 8 months old when my dad was killed, and he was diagnosed with it as well, and it's just been amazing to learn exactly what it means. Anyway, so my dad was murdered in the Navy. That was just part of it. I grew up being terrified of the guy who killed him, always wondering, what happened. We didn't know the whole story, and I'm writing a book called Angel in Arlington, because my dad's buried in Arlington, and it's about how I grew to learn to love myself by facing my dad's killer and the U.S. Navy. And yes, I did find my dad's killer. There's a lot of things I can't share today, but there are things that will be in the book. I actually talked to an agent in New York, and it's looking good. So I'm really excited, and I just need to share one thing. Growing up, living in terror, and also learning to know my dad. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mom, who's sitting in the audience, who allowed me to do all these crazy things, including hiring a private investigator to find the guy who killed my dad. So anyway, that's my story.
We're out of time and they have another event tonight. But I'm like, I want to stay here for another hour. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to figure out a way for us to have a time, I don't know if it's a video chat or what, where we can get on and answer more questions of whoever you guys would want to. But more than anything, what I want is if there's someone up here, all of these girls have some amazing resources that they're sharing with the world. They're trying to share light. So that's why I couldn't just pick a few to be up here, and I know it took a little more time. But if you connected with someone up here or in this room, I want you to feel like you have a team. So as you walk out this door, I'm going to make sure all their emails are available if they're comfortable with that. I want you to have a resource, not to find answers for you, but to help you find the courage and the strength and the light to get the answer that Heavenly Father wants for you in your specific situation. So,
don't turn it off yet. Not yet. I want to expose the world to the magic that is Doug. Look at this setup. Look at freaking time clocks and like the bat cave of freaking monitors.
Look at the, that's a touchscreen.
Digital sound mixers. Even more monitors because 16 isn't enough.
Because why not?
Look at this.
Yeah, we need to get Ashley
awesome
to come take a peek and say hi.
Holy cats.
We got a little squid, boxing squid.
Oh yes, boxing squids. Some cannon. Look at this food.
Yeah, it's cool food. It's cool food.
Doug made this all by himself.
You see this? Help from Paul. We were watching you.
Wait. You have a
with
Xbox
a freaking
controller.
Xbox controller.
That is awesome. That was pretty funny. Because I could see his monitor on his camera.
I know.
Looking up, I'm like,
we could see you looking.
That's my eyeball. That's my eyeball. It looks familiar.
We were laughing.
There's a familiar eyeball. Jeez, this place is awesome. I'm super jealous now. I need a cool trailer with props, building
it's a lot of work.
Stuff.
It's an awful lot of work.
It looks like a lot of work.
Been working on it for 2.5 months now. About 2/3 done.
This is Doug Johnson Productions. He's the chief engineer. He's the owner and creator of the production company. This will all be 4K.
It is all 4K.
I mean, it is all 4K. We didn't shoot 4K today because that's a little. The budget didn't accommodate. It's a little. It's some more technology that has to be implemented into doing such things.
It involves running more cables and such, so it's not. It takes more time.
Sweet. Thanks, Doug.
Yep.
This is awesome.
We did it! We're done!
Yay, she's amazing.
What
People
an
love
emotional
her.
5 hours that was. Am I right?
Nina, she's gonna be able to.
How's your hernia?
It hurts.
I was worried about you the whole time.
I was actually like not on the couch I was going to. I was like,
You were? Oh, you should have told me. I would have squished you in.
Everyone was squished.
I was. It's me. I've got the hips.
No,
got the
everyone
childbearing.
was squished.
Yeah. It's like a belly twerking.
Oh my gosh. That needs to be on YouTube.
Do it again. Nina can belly twerk. It's gonna be the new trend.
It looks so wrong.
Watch that go viral.
You guys, when I was pregnant with Cohen, I got to go to the Ellen Mother's Day show.
You did?
And I got to go down in the aisle and do a dance off with another woman.
No way!
I shook my booty so hard, and Ellen looked at me and went.
I love Ellen. That's amazing.
Look who forgot their vlog on.
Left their vlog on. Here, look, you're on my vlog and I'm on your vlog, and you're not supposed to vlog at the same time with 2 vlogs, but I'll just vlog like the vlogative vlog.
Why can't we vlog at the same time?
I don't know, it's a vlogging rule.
There are rules to vlogging?
I guess there's rules to vlogging. I don't know.
What? I want to see the
Look at
rules.
this misty
Yeah, we got some
filter
stuff going on here.
This is called Unclean Lens, but it's pretty nice. Welcome to the Danny and Paul show.
This is what we do.
What's up? I'm looking back and forth to there. You got to give me this, and I can cut back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be fun. There we go. Now we just got.
You are seeing both footages on the same same thing. This is how we do it.
Sorry.
It's happening.
With your vlog.
We got in trouble. Hi, Shanny. You did good on the panel.
Thanks, Polly.
I want to say something to them really fast.
Oh, yes. Well,
okay.
I was coming to you.
So this girl was badass today.
Yeah.
And that comfort zone thing we were talking about last night, she like took it and rocked it. So just remember that.
You too.
If Shanny can do this, if she can get up and tell people about these things that are so raw and real, then you can do anything you want to do. So
You're the greatest. I love you. Can I come next time you do another? Yes, please. We'll do it. We'll party. How amazing is she, guys? We're exhausted and starving.
Starving.
I haven't slept in 2 days, so. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bad place to be.
Okay. Stop. Okay, so we're back home. I am exhausted. The words aren't forming correctly. It's funny because, like, right as we were leaving, I got to go into the trailer, Doug's trailer. Doug and Paul and I forget the other girl's name, Paul's assistant that's always with him, came to film the event professionally, and Doug, which is Paul's friend, has like his own production trailer, which is freaking incredible. So after everything was over, I went out there to see the trailer, and he was showing me, and he was like showing me my part on the where I spoke in the microphone, and he was showing me on the screen. And like tonight was such a good night, and like so healing, and I cried so much. And I got into the trailer and I watched my part up on the big screen, and I got so uncomfortable. And my first thought, and when we got into the car with Danny, I'm like, can I just say something? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I am ginormous. And that's all I could think about. And we're trying to figure this out right now because it was such a great night. It was so uplifting, so helpful, so motivating. And I still feel that way. Like, I feel like tonight was like so many divine interventions that needed to happen for me, and I'm so grateful for it. But it just proves that how strong Ed is trying to get at me right now, because he knows that I'm doing so well. He knows that I'm on such a high right now of feeling so good and so validated, and I'm not alone, and hearing all these women's stories that are just unbelievable. He's going to work extra hard on me, and that's how it is all the time, but it's amplified when the good stuff is amplified. It's like the bad stuff gets amplified even more. And I didn't expect that. I expected to leave that place feeling so good and to not have any insecurities tonight and all that stuff, but I did, and it was even stronger. So that's just when we have to fight even stronger. And I learned so much from these women tonight. Yeah, so overall, it was a wonderful night. I wish we could have spoken more at the end, but we ran out of time, and there was another event planned after us, so we couldn't stay late. So I really wish I could have spoken more, because after I told my story, that's the only part I was nervous about, was telling my story, because they told us that we had like a minute, try and keep it around a minute to try and just like sum up your story in front of all those people. And so I was stressing the most about that, like trying to, what can I fit into a minute and what am I going to say? And I honestly don't remember anything I said. I was so nervous. But I also, at one point while I was speaking, just for like maybe 20 seconds, and Danny said that he recognized it, I just got this like overwhelming calmness and confidence and peace, and like it felt good to me, and it felt like I was supposed to be doing it. I don't know if that means just today or in the future. I don't know, but it felt right for me to be there. But next time, I hope that we'll be able to answer more questions and talk a little bit more, because that's the part I was looking forward to the most, because once you get your story out of the way, that's the hardest part. And then answering questions. I enjoy doing that. You guys know that. That's why I live stream and do Q&As all the time, because I like answering questions. I just don't like, being the only one in the spotlight. But when people are asking questions, it's a lot of people that you're conversing with. It's not just you. So I don't know. Anyway. So next time, hopefully. But it was still amazing, and Ashley's incredible, and everybody's incredible. Dawn, everybody, and the freckled fox, she's so freaking cute, you guys. I'm going to link her channel below. She's amazing. I didn't know most of her story. That's incredible. I didn't know most of a lot of these people's stories. Alicia did great. Everybody did great. I'm proud of everybody. I freaking love Nina. She's my new best friend. Nina is the pregnant girl that was sitting next to me. She went before me. Love her to death. I want to be her best friend. She might be a little too cool for me. Just kidding. She's so easygoing, but she's amazing. But I'm hoping that we'll get another opportunity and share some more. But I think tonight was so great. Ashley did a great job. Thank you, Ashley, for including us in this. Like, we felt really, really honored to be up there. Even just sitting there, even when we weren't talking, like, even just sitting there felt so, like, I just felt like what a privilege to be in a room in front of all these strong women. So I don't know. So it was a good night. I definitely need it. And I feel really good about myself right now. So I'm going to choose tonight to ignore the voices that are telling me how fat I looked, or how ugly I looked, or how stupid I looked, or how I was the only one that didn't wear cute boots, and the only one that didn't wear the right fashion for the right season, or whatever, and I should have worn the gray dress, and I should have whatever. Like, gosh, there's people go through way worse things than things like this. It's amazing. So if this vlog was long, which I'm sure it was, thanks for sticking around till the end. And I hope you guys got something good out of this too. And I can't wait to see what comes out of me now, because a lot has changed for me tonight. So yeah. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful.
You're worth it.
And I am too. Thanks for watching.